You know what I realized about Mario power-ups? Out of all of them, probably the coolest one to have in real life would be the fire flower. In real life. Like, come on, being able to generate fire out of your hands and throw it, like, that would be awesome. A lot more awesome than being able to throw ice. I'd say that would be more awesome than being able to fly, honestly. Like, being able to throw fire from your hands, I feel like would be more awesome than being able to fly. I don't know, I've always seen the fire flower as just the super lame power-up in Mario. Even though, like, that would probably be the coolest power to have in real life. Speedrun this game? Yeah, well, this is one that I've considered, but, I think the reason I don't think I'd ever be able to properly speedrun this game is because, there is, a boss fight towards the end. I think it's an airship, right? Like, because the most optimized, time save in that boss fight requires, like, this glitch, where you have to, like, sort of make your way up to Bowser Jr., and, like, ground pound on him. That's not the right way to beat the boss fight. The right way is to, like, get this bomb, and, like, ground pound the bomb, and, like, shoot it upwards towards him. But that's slow, and so to speedrun it, you need to do this, time save glitch. But the thing is, it's super hard to practice that, because it's really hard to pull off. And if you fail, you have to replay the entire level. So, and it's not a short level, so it's a hard glitch to practice. And then also, I think the game is super optimized. Like, I think the world record, you know, a while ago I just got bored and I just sat down and watched the world record speedrun video on YouTube. And I think it's... Why did I go over here? That's just stupid. I think it's like 24 minutes. Just do it. That's a good idea, Jason. But yeah, I think the world record's like 24 minutes, and I don't know if it's, you know what, let's just look it up. Oh shit! Oh my god, New Super Mario Bros. Wii is even lower than that at this point. The world record, 22 minutes, 14 seconds, 500 milliseconds by Pidgey. The second place is by Fade Vanity, and I think that was the one that I watched. I don't know, because the original Super Mario Bros. Is on there. And that could be one. That would be probably really... Well, no, never mind. I was going to say probably really easy one to get into and speedrun, but I take that back, because... Oh, well, but what I was originally going to follow that up with is, however, the game is super optimized. Like, that game is optimized to shit. Yeah, you're not getting a world record in that game, because so many, like, there's how many speedrunners are there? How many people? I bet there have been at least 1 million people that at some point in their lives have attempted a speedrun of Super Mario Bros. Would that be a fair guess? 1 million people who have at some point in their lives attempted a speedrun? I mean, probably not all of them have actually submitted to the leaderboards, but, there's probably a lot that have just attempted a speedrun. And, you know, a lot of people just get super into it. Plus, you know, that's the oldest Mario game. It is going to be chock full of glitches. I mean, I've thrown my hat into the ring a couple times, but I've never, like, done multiple attempts on a game. I think New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I just ran through, but I didn't do any research on the game, I just played it. And I was like, I'm gonna try to beat it as fast as possible, and I think it took me like almost an hour and a half on New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and that's with doing all of the time saves, at least the ones that I knew about. Did I say Wii? I meant U. New Super Mario Bros. U, not this game. The slightly worse version of this game. I think I also tried doing it on Super Mario Odyssey once. Yeah, because again, I don't know any of the time saves, and so I think that took me like 3 hours. I tried to do... On that, I did try to pull off the moon one, on the moon, where you jump over that Sphinx. I tried doing that to skip, like, sort of the inside of the moon, but I wasn't able to, just because it was just hard to pull off. I have since then practiced it, and I've been able to pull it off a few times. Not something I can do consistently, but I've done it. I've done it before. I've done the moon skip on Odyssey before. Just not super good at it. I don't know, I think if I were to... I probably... Well, I don't know. I wouldn't do Minecraft random seed, because I don't have the patience to get a random seed. I think if I were to ever speedrun... I don't know, this is a fun one to think about. I would either do Minecraft set seed, or I would do a Mario game. I just don't know which one. Probably not, because, I don't know, as simple as Super Mario Brothers is, I mean, and, you know, a world record run is 4 minutes, right? As simple as Super Mario Brothers is, that game has been optimized to hell. And so, like, I don't think I would speedrun Super Mario Brothers, just because I have no chance. And I feel like if I'm gonna try to speedrun, I feel like I should do something where world record is reasonably attainable, right? Like, obviously it's gonna be difficult, it's gonna be a lot of effort, but I wouldn't want to do something where I just reasonably couldn't get a world record, because I feel like at that point, why am I speedrunning? I'm going for second place. Like, nah, don't want to do that. I wouldn't do something like, I wouldn't do any of the other 3 Mario games than Odyssey, because the All-Stars versions of the other ones have been fixed up to not have, like, as many glitches, and a lot of speedruns require glitches. And so, I wouldn't want to do some, like, jank category, which is, like, Super Mario 3D All-Stars Mario Sunshine. Like, if I was going to speedrun Sunshine, I want to actually speedrun Sunshine, but I don't have an original copy of Sunshine. I probably will never play an original version of Sunshine, because I can always just play All-Stars. Same with 64. Although I do have the PC port of 64, so maybe if that's accepted, if they would let me do the PC port of 64, maybe that would be one. But I don't know. 64, like, you have to be really good at controlling 64 to speedrun 64, and no sane person is good at controlling 64, because the controls on that game are shit. I have seen, you know what I've seen Super Mario Maker speedruns. But I think a big thing with that is it's similar to Minecraft, Random Seed, where you have to just be patient enough to get lucky with, good levels. Yeah, you know, it's weird, like, you hear a lot about, like, speedruns for a few games. There's so many other games that I feel like just haven't been tapped into with speedrunning. I don't know why. I mean, maybe there's a reason, like, they're just not good for speedrunning or something. I wouldn't be a good speedrunner for the same reason I wouldn't be a good animator. I just don't have the patience for that shit. And ultimately, this is all hypothetical, because especially with the direction, like, I feel like a couple months ago, fine, maybe I might have gotten into speedrunning, but since January, like, when I haven't been streaming as much recently, and that's very deliberate, you get 15 minutes or, you know, that's fair, you know, because that's why I'm, like, thinking of something like, the original Mario Brothers, because that's like a 4-minute speedrun if you're good at it. You know, I used to stream a lot. Like, this is a rarity for me, to just be streaming by myself for fun. This is a rarity, but I'm actively making a point of, not streaming as much. Because I want, I want each thing that I produce to feel a little bit more special. You know, I think I'm trying to produce, you know, less but better stuff. And I think if I were to start speedrunning, you know, I'd be streaming a lot. You know, ignoring the fact that my internet probably wouldn't allow that. I'd be on a lot more. And, you know, I would just be creating a lot more content that just ultimately nobody wants to watch. Especially since I've also done a lot less with the highlights. 69-hour stream. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing, like, any sort of, like, a shit, or, like, I don't know, I could do, like, maybe at some point 10 hours, but it would have to be for something special. And the only reason I wouldn't go beyond that, god damn it. I wouldn't go beyond that, because archiving is a very important thing to me. YouTube has, like, a 12-hour limit on anything. And I don't know how I don't know how they handle streams that go over 12 hours. Like, I don't know if streams that go over 12 hours, stay up or anything. I don't know if they get deleted, or if they're just forced to stay private. No, it can't be for space reasons, because YouTube is Google. They have as much storage space as they fucking want. So, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know how they handle it. And I wouldn't want to do a massive stream and then just that becomes completely unviewable ever. You know, maybe for like a big subscriber special, if I ever like get super big, then maybe I'll do like 10 hours. But I don't think I'd go beyond that. Definitely not sleeping on stream. I mean, that would just be stupid, because nobody actually wants to watch that. Right? Like, nobody just sits down and says, oh boy, can't wait to watch this guy sleep. You know, that's sort of the mindset that I have whenever I'm, like, putting anything online. 10 hours is easy. Yeah, I don't know. I think the longest stream I've done, is, I think, 4 hours when we beat the Ender Dragon in Redux. Yeah, I know Joey's stream was, like, almost 10 hours there. Whenever I'm putting something up, like, I always... My general rule is I don't put anything up publicly if I wouldn't watch through it in its entirety myself. I wouldn't do, like, I definitely wouldn't do, like, a... Ludwig subathon sleeping stream, because it's like... Nobody wants to watch me sleep. That's not exciting. I don't know, I don't think I'm the right person for that, you know? I'm not the right person to, stream a lot. I'm more of a... I'm more of, like... the dream to the dream SMP. Like, everybody else, all his friends are streaming and like, creating a shit ton of content, whereas... he's just kind of there in the background, and he makes videos sometimes, but not frequently, but they're good. You know? Like that's me. I have my friends who stream a lot, and I'll show up on their shit, but, I'm not gonna do it all that often. But when I do, it's like a big deal. Like, that's sort of the vibe I'm going for. But yeah, you know, every once in a while I can just do a stream by myself playing the greatest game of all time. That's a thing I can allow myself to do.